Pakistan's war with the Taliban was fast approaching, and in 2009, Malala became an internally displaced person (IDP) after having been forced to leave her home and seek safety hundreds of miles away. On her return, after weeks of being away from Swat, Malala once again used the media and continued her public campaign for her right to go to school. Her voice grew louder, and over the course of the next 3 years, she and her father became known throughout Pakistan for their determination to give Pakistani girls access to a free quality education. Her activism resulted in a nomination for the International Children's Peace Prize in 2011. That same year, she was awarded Pakistan's National Youth Peace Prize. But not everyone supported and welcomed her campaign to bring about change in Swat. In 2012, 15-year-old Malala Yousafzai was shot by the Taliban. In 2012, 15-year-old Malala Yousafzai was shot by the Taliban. Seated on a bus heading home from school, Malala was talking with her friends about schoolwork. Two members of the Taliban stopped the bus. A young bearded Talib asked for Malala by name, and fired 3 shots at her. One of the bullets entered and exited her head and lodged in her shoulder. Malala was seriously wounded. That same day, she was airlifted to a Pakistani military hospital in Peshawar and 4 days later to an intensive care unit in Birmingham, England. Once she was in the United Kingdom, Malala was taken out of a medically induced coma. Though she would require multiple surgeries, including repair of a facial nerve to fix the paralyzed left side of her face, she had suffered no major brain damage. In March 2013, after weeks of treatment and therapy, Malala was able to begin attending school in Birmingham. After the shooting, her incredible recovery and return to school resulted in a global outpouring of support for Malala. On July 2013, her 16th birthday, Malala visited New York and spoke at the United Nations. Later that year, she published her first book, an autobiography entitled, I Am Malala, Girl Who Stood Up for Education and Was Shot by the Taliban. On October 10, 2013, in acknowledgement of her work, the European Parliament awarded Malala a prize for freedom of thought. In 2014, through the Malala Fund, the organization she co-founded with her father, Malala traveled to Jordan to meet Syrian refugees, to Kenya to meet young female students, and finally to northern Nigeria for her 17th birthday. In Nigeria here, she spoke out in support of the abducted girls who were kidnapped earlier that year by Boko Haram, a terrorist group which, like the Taliban, tries to stop girls from going to school.